my opinion and from my experience, I found out communication is something that for many people is something that is quite small. They think is not so important because this is not something that we can see it as a tangible thing, and then we cannot really see it as something like you can measure it with a KPI and so on. So for most organizations, sometimes they are not really putting enough emphasis in the communication. To them, they will always go for the other training courses first, especially those can really directly related to their industry. For example, if they are construction industry, they will go for the courses that are related with the engineering, with the with the areas that related to their construction. This is no problem actually. We know that because these all causes are very important, which are directly related to their current industry. But the problem is many people they forget that communication actually is something that happening every day and in every transaction and in every second when we are doing our work. Even in the highly technical sector, the communication is still very important. How the supervisor can communicate with those he is leading, and how can the manager communicate with the supervisor, and then how the organization can communicate with the clients. All these are related to the communication. In other words, communication is something that going throughout all the process of the business. It's something like the joints of our bones, joining everything together, something that we cannot neglect. So this is something that all the organizations must know. Communication is something that if we don't really put attention to that, actually it will cost us very high expense, which can bring us even some losses in our business and so on. Yeah, so that's the reason why I really hope that more and more organizations can see the value and the importance and the benefits that communication can bring to the organizations.